What are you looking for tonight?
Just curious to see which team is more cohesive. With all of the player movement in the NBA, it's rare to have continuity on a squad.
Now the starting group for the visitors. We've got Carr, and it's Gooden in at the point guard position.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
And here we go. And stolen by AI. Pass to Gooden. And here's Carr. For three. It's hauled in by Trent. With the floater. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. About 1 minute into the first quarter. Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Trent. Here's Pollard, and he jams it with authority.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Poked loose. AI dishes to Holiday. Here's Carr. Top of the key jumper, no good.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. He has 5.
And how great are they playing? 4 for 4 shooting to start this one.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Here's McCall. Pass to Holiday. Shot to stop the run. They shoot again. Can't get the layup.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
The shot's good from Pollard. Pollard's got his second basket.
This looks like a shoot-around the way they're scoring. 5 straight makes to start the game.
Outside Holiday. It's hauled in by Trent.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurt them with all of these misses.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
They came out and bum rushed them. Huge difference in activity level from both teams tonight.
If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Got a paltry 0 of 6 from the field here in what's been a very difficult start for them. It's deflected. Fast break, here they come. Here's Pollard, and he caps off the fast break with a monster slam.
I like their focus coming in. Terrific execution so far.
Couldn't come up with a much better start than this. They just have to keep it going.
Holiday, the pass to McCaw. Right wing. AI outside. 6 to shoot. Shot by Gooden is no good.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Beyond the arc. Connects from three-point range. 10 points for him.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, not just an impressive showing on offense, but on defense as well, executing their game plan perfectly.
Gotcha. He's checked in for Napier. With this chance, let's show you the league's most intimidating shot-blocking defenses from last season.
It was an intimidating brand of defense they played. They sent the message that if you were going to get your points in the paint, you were going to have to work for them.
Right side Holiday. They could use a bucket. They get the rebound. Nice hit again. That one's off to a rough 0 for 6 start for him. Makes it off the glass.
5 of 5 to start. I think he's in the zone.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
And Gooden kicks to AI. Gooden the pass to Carr. Just 5 to shoot. Oh, and he parks it off the glass. Wow. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
Pass to Trent. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
It also allows them to play inside out, which will make them even more difficult to defend. His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
And he goes in for the dunk.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Now, here's AI. He's guarded closely. They need this. It's rebounded by Pollard.
He's been held scoreless tonight, really just unable to make any sort of impact.
Trent gets the bucket.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now Holiday still scoreless. And they're pushing it up. Here's Pollard. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely great. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, if you want to win, of course, playing both ends of the floor is essential. Former Defensive Player of the Year Draymond Green says, we've seen teams for years make the mistake of thinking they can put a great offense out there and win. You run up against a team that's just competent offensively, but they play defense, you're going to lose. Kevin?
Got the 1-2 punch as Draymond talks about. Man, that is something tough to get by. DA thanks. Jumps up. Finishes the break with a slam.
Well, there you go. One team operating on all cylinders at both ends. Steals, fast break buckets, and the other team in scramble mode.
Launches a 3. That's a no-go, and he's still looking for his first bucket after 2 shots. Launches it. Nailed from 3-point land. Pollard's got 11.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
And he can't stop this drought. Another miss. Lets it go from the wing, and he hits the jumper for 2. He's got 21.
And when you got someone putting on a show like this, I mean, in the first quarter, you have got to be kidding.
They set the pick. There's 48 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Misses the wing J.
and not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
And he's going up for the alley-oop. Now, here's Ai. D right on him. The rebound by Blackshear.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
Yeah, he needs to mix things up on the offense. He simply just can't keep missing shots at this rate. Because he's destroying his teammates.
A three ball. Shot by Gooden is no good. Here's Trent. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
Resourceful move there, ending the period on a high note.
That's the play that pumps up the whole team, and they'll try to carry that energy into the next period.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. Delivering the blowout. And we'll return shortly. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
And let me tell you, when you establish a physical edge, it gives you a mental edge too.
They've got Greenwood. Pointer is out there with Bacon, and it's Blackshear in at the point guard. Good. Offline with his three.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
You've got Morrison, and it's Gooden in at the one.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Cranes the three-pointer. Blackshear's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And a wide-open look for Cunningham. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Driving to the basket.
just playing with poise and confidence, and they continue to put points on the board.
And it's because they're not playing in a rush. They're just letting their shots come naturally within the flow of the offense.
And Gooden kicks to Cunningham. Here's Scales. Still yet to score. And here comes the break. Fires from way outside.
Away team ball.
Napier is checked in for Greenwood. Gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Pass to Gooden. We know the 90s were a different era, Greg. Either win the game or win the fight. Remember that? Do you miss that physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. I think we have a beautiful game, and he has really come to life here after.
Slow start in that first quarter.
In the corner, it's Little. Shot clock at 6. Now, here's Gooden. His three-pointer's off the mark. Here's Blackshear. Whoa, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
And there's a nice one-handed slam.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. Gooden with it. Got a hand on it. And so out of bounds it goes. And they retain possession on Monday and then on Wednesday.
And, you know, nobody loves playing on the road, but it does offer a good chance to see exactly what your team is made of. This team is going to find out a lot about itself over the next stretch of games.
Both teams deciding to change it up. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got 5 rebounds tonight to the left wing. Here's Napier. Buries it from three-point range. Napier's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now, here's Gooden. Defense right on him. Will it go? And it comes off the front of the rim.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Oh, you hear that sound? That's the
yep.
flushing of the toilet right there.
Greg, a fierce two-hander. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Doesn't get it to drop for him.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
And a strong finish with 2 hands.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Pass to Biyombo. Here's Scales. And while the offense is developing, Alex Sarr is already a huge presence at the defensive end.
Yeah, along with being a great rim protector, he's a 7-footer who can really slide his feet on the perimeter. He can switch on the guards and make them work for their opportunity.
Good on the three-point shot.
And obviously
Actually, his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
He's just riding the wave of momentum right now, getting to his spots and keeping things simple on the offensive side.
There's the pick. Fade away. And Pointer pulls it down. Pointer's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Oof, this has been brutal. I mean, he still hasn't made a single shot. No wonder they're struggling.
Bacon, he's checked in for Blackshear. And here's Holiday, still without a basket. Pass to McCaw. Outside Holiday. It's Biyombo atop the key. Trying to end the drought. And Pointer pulls it down. Pointer's got 5 rebounds tonight. Into the lane.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. Here is Miller. Pass to Biyombo. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Pointer. Making the pass to Pointer. Takes a 3. Hits the 3-point bomb. He has 31.
I'll be honest, he's having a better quarter than a lot of my nights back when I played.
1:53 left in the first half. Now, here's Biyombo, defended by Trent. Shoots. Biyombo, no luck. Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive. Whoa! Big-time shot!
No, he didn't.
I don't think I have ever seen anything like that in my career. Wow!
We've got 1:18 left to play in the first half.
Some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistent.
To stop the run, and Bacon pulls it down.
And if they want to mount a comeback here, they need him to get going. It's just that simple.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one-hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now here is Holiday. Defense is right there. It's stolen, and here's the fast break. Here's Pointer. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
23 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Pass to Biyombo. Picked off in midair. Pushing it up. Here's Napier, and it's Trent in the corner. And the shot goes in. Trent's got 12 points in the game.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Timeout. Remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
At the line for the away team, number 18, 2 shots.
The first free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Delivering the blowout. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
2 quarters of play completed as we welcome you to take a look at some of the upcoming games on that one starting at 7 p.m. Eastern.
And this could be a fairly competitive one.
And let's talk now about that first half. What a commanding start for the home team.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yes.
That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. The visitors with the ball. Now, here's Gooden. He's guarded closely. Looking to get back on track here. It's rebounded by Pollard. They've got McCaw, and it's Gooden in at the point.
Oh,
wow.
Yes!
Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Now Holiday. No scoring in this one. Pass to Gooden. Misses the baby hook.
And they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive.
We've got Carr, and it's McCaw in at the 2 spot.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
From the arc, hands it from downtown. He has 40.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And stolen by Napier. Takes it inside, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
They've had great execution, and what stands out is that they're just taking what the defense gives them, not forcing anything.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Taken away by Holiday. Here's McCaw. Napier covering. McCaw misses.
Is it possible to rest too much? Because he hasn't been able to get into a groove since coming back in.
Shoots the 3. It's good from long range.
He's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Gone 0-4 from the field in the second half. Yet to find the mark. And Gooden kicks to Holiday. Pass to Gooden. Back to Holiday. Just 4 to shoot. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime. All these threes they're giving up have really been the driving force on this run.
Pass to Gooden. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. He can't get that one. Gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
They're having trouble stopping this run.
And the more trips they continue to come up empty, the more the pressure builds on them.
Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the last few years we saw teams giving up bounties worth of draft picks and trades for star players, but with teams now possessing more roster spots to develop prospects and about 3/4 of the tradable picks hoarded by just 1/3 of the NBA teams, we may not see so many picks given up moving forward. Kevin?
You're exactly right, David. Something certainly to keep an eye on. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third quarter of play now. Another shot. Got a piece of it. Gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on. And another one falls. Amazing.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. To the inside. The tray. It's rebounded by Pollard. Pollard's got his 6th rebound on the night. Driving the lane.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Oh, yeah, I can't agree more. They haven't missed.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Here's Holiday. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Pass to Napier. Shot from the wing, and he nails the jumper. Napier's got 10 points in the game.
And that set them apart today, guys. Their success with the mid-range.
Here's McCall. In the corner, it's AI. And a miss there on the triple.
It's almost like he's trying to make things hard on himself. You know, he's just got to slow the game down, try to get some easy ones. And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Nice job capturing the moments on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. They set the screen. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. It's rebounded by Pollard. From deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Carr. They're getting beat up pretty badly out there.
I don't care what anybody says. You can't keep the status quo. If it ain't working, you got to make some changes.
It's up a 3. Good, he hits again.
And it's 60 points again. Can't believe he's done it now 3 times.
I mean, right. 3 times. He's now tied for the 3rd most 60-point games in a single campaign. Pass to Gooden. It's blocked. And it ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
Away team ball. Substitution on the court.
.133 left in the third quarter. Clock at 6. For the 3. The shot. No good.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Pass to Scales. Here's Morrison. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Pointers checked in for Gordon. And the home team has possession. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. .105 left in the third quarter of the game, and Blackshear gets it to go.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
Evans, he's checked in for Joseph.
Number 35, Lawrence Evans.
The visitors with the ball. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
The shot's good from Bacon.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
29 seconds left in the third, and Blackshear gets it to go.
Yeah, that's 2 straight three-pointers they've allowed.
It's been a pretty tough stretch for them.
And this will be an important possession. It's really essential they put a stop to this run, and the best way to do it is by great execution.
And he lobs it up toward the rim. Shot's good by Pointer. Pointer's got 6 points.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, I credit some of that to their communication out on the floor. They are attacking as a unit.
And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided. Delivering the... And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
And for the defense, it's so tough to guard a big man with that kind of court vision and dime-dropping ability.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Pointer is out there with Bacon. Then there's Gordon. Then it's Greenwood. And it's Blackshear in at the 1 spot. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first seasons.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
And now looks like we've got an injury here, guys. We'll likely see him come out of the game.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
Yeah, you just hope it's nothing serious and that he's able to get back on the court as soon as possible. Gets behind the D on the break, and the pass is there waiting for him.
Chipped away. He's all alone. All alone.
Have mercy.
Wow.
And guys, that's not as easy as he made it look. You've got to have some skills to pull that off.
Well, he's got plenty of those, that's for sure. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Looking to end the run, and it's blocked. And here's the fast break. Here's Pointer, trips down the breakaway slam.
Changing ends quickly, getting the advantage in numbers and finishing. They've been doing it all night long.
Yeah, and that's made a huge difference. They're making the most of the chances on the break. Transition buckets decide more games than people think.
So, Greg, you played the point. In creative player, if you had to pick a different position to play, which would it be?
Ooh, good question, Kevin. Probably small forward, wing. I'd like to be a fearsome finisher who can soar and dunk over everybody.
Here's McCall. With the drive, and it's blocked by Gordon. And they're on the break. Pulls up for three. Shot's good by Pointer. Pointer's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This isn't a tough case to crack. If they want to put an end to this run, they'll need to start getting back on D.
Greenwood sinks it. Foot range. From outside. Wow!
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Gotten off to a rough start in the fourth quarter, going 0 for 4 so far. Jacks up a three. The three-pointer's right on target.
12 straight points off of three-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
And the powerful one-handed slam.
And this offense is in a perfect rhythm, and you can see how they're finishing their plays.
Right about that. Seems like they haven't missed.
Down low, trying to get something going, and it's blocked by Gordon. Over to the left wing. Greenwood shot is good.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
The three. The putback. It's hauled in by Gordon. Gordon's got his fourth rebound in this one. From deep three-point land. Pass to Blackshear. Drills it from outside. Blackshear's got 31.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
With the way they're shooting, there's no need to look for any other shot. Just keep letting it rain.
And here's the break. For the finish. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
Good job getting the ball and completing that play.
And this is why turnovers give coaches and fans gray hairs.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Here's McCall. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Biyombo. Can't hit from 12. Here's Greenwood. Puts up a deep three. They grab their own miss. Here's Pointer. Here's Blackshear. Sinks the three-pointer. Blackshear's got 36.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
And, of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Here's McCall. There's the pick. He takes it in, and it's blocked by Gordon. Here's Blackshear. Fires away from way outside. He can't get that one to fall. Here's McCall. Pass to Biyombo. And they get it. The rebound by Blackshear. Blackshear's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Pointer. Boom! He jams it straight down.
You know, didn't need 2 hands for that slam. One will do just fine.
You're right. He can save the other hand for the next time. McCaw, the pass to Morrison. RG, what have you noticed about the young players that enter the NBA today?
Unfortunately, the NBA is now tasked with teaching players how to play basketball. The NBA wasn't a teaching league 20 years ago. Now it is. A lot of players are spending their first, second, and even third year learning how to play basketball. That was not always the case. They used to go to college and play for Hall of Fame coaches for 4 years.
Here's Biyombo, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Gordon.
Away team's ball.
So both teams changing it up here.
Substitution on the court.
1:41 left to play in the final quarter.
And since halftime, he has just been ice cold. Just can't seem to get anything to go his way.
And here's Evans outside. Bangs home the trifecta.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
And the lack of defensive pressure on shots like that is a big reason they're down by double digits.
Pass to Carr. Here's Holiday. No good. They had a chance to end the run there. Here's Greenwood. Sweet little floater. Greenwood's got 14 points now in the second half.
The floater is so tough to defend against. Nothing defenders can really do but shake their heads.
And Gooden kicks to Holiday. Pass to Gooden. Lobs it up for Holiday. Misses in close. Blackshear, the pass to Evans. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Saw the opportunity to put this away and did not turn it down.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
The 15-footer. That's good from Joseph on the assist by Evans.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Here's Greenwood. The 17-footer goes down.
And even with the big lead, he remains focused on the task at hand.
If he has space in the mid-range, he'll let it fly. Doesn't matter if the score is tied or they are up big.
Holiday with the three. Misses the shot. So the home crowd happy here as they get the victory. It was a tale of two teams tonight, one that was in total control